Bitcoin hoodie guy coming back with another Kaspa video. Before we get into it, could you please Mike Tyson the like and subscribe button? All right. Well, we were over 16 cents. Now we pulled back. Can we do well? It's probably low. It's more than 18x. I was doing it from like 16.5 cents up to $2.99. It's always good to front run the even numbers, $3, $2. I think it's possible. Who knows? We do need things to fall into place, but we have tier one exchange listings coming. When we don't know exactly, but they're coming. But you got the hash rate staying over 780 pretty consistently now. Is going over 800. Maybe got over to, let's see what's it saying right here. 815. So we're closing in on 1 exahash, which is going to be huge. If you just think about how much stronger the network is versus 1 year ago when it was 8 petahashes, the amount of computers and energy it would take to do a 51% attack on 8 petahashes it's 100 times more secure now than it was just 1 year ago. And that's what's amazing. Here, but Binance did slip down a little bit. They were up in that 6 and 7 area. You do see some pools bounce around. You can see Hero Miners, their hash rate shot up. It was basically 8 petahashes, so their hash rate doubled. Binance pool slipped a little bit, but I do think the Binance pool is going to maybe get into the top 4. It might just take some time. You can see it got up to 18 petahashes. It pulled back down to 10 petahashes. Now it's coming back up. So, and that's just one reason why I think that it's inevitable that Binance is going to list Kaspa. Whether it's late this year, next year, we don't know. You do see the number 5th wallet, which could potentially be an exchange. I think the 5th and 7 wallets could be potentially. The 5th wallet just picked up another 2.74 million Kaspa. What is that? $445,000. So they have 232 million Kaspa. You just got to be patient. I know some people said that that the Rust rewrite's been stuck at 95, 97%. I don't think that there's a way they can completely force the last little holdouts, whoever's holding out, why that last few percentage of the Rust rewrites is not going. I guess now it's like almost 98%, but that last 2 or 3% or whatever that's using the Go nodes, I'm not sure there's anything they can really do to force those people to switch over. Casplex, no new news there, but I'm sure they're doing the testing in the background. You got KII working on their initiatives. So a lot of exciting things. Caspa is an interesting website that Caspador put on. I think they're making changes, but it's trying to be the one-stop shop for Kaspa. I think he takes feedback plus, different bridges, swaps. I've used ChangeNow.io. I know some other people use Simple Swap. There's different options. You have VPN. I don't know if like Mexi is cutting down on VPN usage. Socials, different socials, so different KRC20s, only 6 here. I know there's a lot more than 6. There might be 15 or 20, but I know these are some of the main ones. Oh, Casper's not there. Casper is one of the main ones also. But yeah, lots of different, here's some mining pools if you're interested. There's a bunch of different resources there. Ice River, Bitmain, Gold Shell for ASICs. So more and more ASICs. I don't know. I saw that Marathon Digital is raising a couple $100 million to buy more Bitcoin. So they're a major player. So it's a big deal that they're mining Kaspa. And so, nothing real exciting going on today. Price is down, which if you want to buy more, that's nice. If you're trying to load up more, you'd rather buy and load up at 15 cents or 14 cents than 20 cents or 30 cents. So, we might get this sideways action for a while longer, which I think if KRC20 come out and successful will be very beneficial. I know I've said this a bunch of times, but I do think that if the market stays in the sideways section, which maybe happens until like October, I don't know, September, October, I do think that if KRC20s come out and they're successful, that might launch Kaspa into that 16, 17 range. Uh, and so that could be a really cool spot for Caspa because once it gets up there, then it's just getting more legitimate in some other people's eyes. You got Marathon Digital. Um, some people with a growing hash rate, yeah, the price isn't following it, but eventually it will. Growing hash rate, you can get some Bitcoin miners that are getting some ASICs online, so they're, which we know that people are because there's no way that the hash rate would be going parabolic this last month without a bunch of ASICs coming online. Whoever that is exactly, we don't know, but we know that some Bitcoin miners are losing. They lost, got the revenue, so the revenue got cut in half. So if they're looking to diversify, they're buying some ASICs, and it takes a while to get them. They get them, bam, hash rate's going up. Other people, some people may be reacting to Marathon Digital. Maybe some of those ones are coming online, but at the end of the day, that means people are investing. You got Marathon Digital, one of the bigger Bitcoin miners, investing in Kaspa mining. That's drawing a lot of attention, and you still see that it's not really mainstream crypto mainstream. You do see like Altcoin Daily kind of briefly mentioned in a video. Basically, it's talking about Marathon Digital mining it, and so it's still not mainstream, but it's had some pretty good trading volume, and that's going to draw the attention. And there's lots of projects with a lot less trading volume that Binance has listed, and so it's just exciting. This is the time where you can still load up, or just I know for a lot of people, since we've been going kind of sideways in the crypto market for the majority of the year, it's like a boring time, but it's a good accumulation phase. And then at some point, and who knows, maybe we're all wrong, but at some point it feels like the crypto market, the broader crypto market will take off. Some point at the end of this year, you look back like at Bitcoin, and it's kind of towards the end of the year on the election cycle, and after the halving is when it takes off. If you look last time, so here we are in 2020, let's see. So here we are. We'll look at 2020 for Bitcoin. So here we are, 2020, it got down to 5,000, the COVID dip, and then 10,000, and then it just went up a little bit. And it was really kind of October before it started taking off because it's still 11,000 in October. So, yeah, it bounced back pretty quick from that COVID dip, and it was like 7,000 range, 10,000. And so it was basically going sideways until kind of really the end of October, November is when it really started taking off. Then obviously it was the beginning of 2021. Now we don't know exactly how it's going to work, but in a sense, we're kind of still in that boring sideways time, which is boring in terms of your bag's not going up, but good if you're trying to accumulate because that's basically just how it is. So that's where it feels like we're at now. So we don't know if it's September, October, November, but at some point, I think we're going to get something like this happens in the broader crypto market. And if we can get the KRC 20s before that, we can front run that a little bit and climb up and get more eyeballs with some good price action. So let's see. Do you see Kaspa, Michael Tyson? Do you see Kaspa at $1 at the end of the year? I think it's possible. It's really tough. I think that if we get that price action with Bitcoin in the broader market, where if you look at Bitcoin, it basically where it'd be so it just went going 10,000. So let's just say that's like 60,000 for Bitcoin, kind of. By the end of it, got up to 27,000. So it did like kind of roughly a 3x roughly. So if Bitcoin, well, I don't know, that Bitcoin would be 180,000. So I guess if Bitcoin got to 100,000, I think the KRC 20s at the right time. If it's when the market's already pumping, it'll be different. I think that if KRC 20s can come out before the pump, and then you get the pump. So if it can pump first and then maybe get a second pump when the overall market pumps, you're looking a little over a 5x. And if somehow Kraken or Binance happen to fall this year, those are just pieces of the puzzle. We don't know if they're going to fall into place. I think it's possible. Nothing's guaranteed, but it's definitely on the table. And at some point we'll take off and crash. Caspa's got a lot of catalysts right here on the short-term horizon. The problem is everything is down. I don't have cash. I need to modify my plan in the future to hold more cash. I get you since Quest. That's how a lot of people are. I think what happens is, for me, is you end up building up so much of your bag in the bear market that this kind of accumulation phase, you kind of have tapped out because you've been loading up the whole bear market when prices were even further down. So yeah, I think in 2025, $1 for sure. Yep, it's possible. It's possible this year. We just don't know. It's the difference between no tier one exchange listings and then having Kraken and Binance this year. KRC20 is coming out, and then the overall market, Bitcoin getting to 100,000. I don't know. Maybe Bitcoin's 75, 80,000. We don't know. Those things are all big factors. Hey, Leroy, thanks for tuning in. I haven't looked at Exodex. I remember hearing about that. This is the fake out phase, making people worry and sell. Yep. This is when people are getting scared, selling off, and then they might even buy back higher. Next month, 50 cents. That would be nice. I think if the KRC20s come out and they're successful, because let's see what true. Hey, when can I buy my Porsche? Hey, Crypto Pumps, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully next year around October, November next year, hopefully you're buying your Porsche and then you're cruising around in that baby. We won't see 50 cents again. I wish we would. Oh, 5 cents or 50 cents. I don't know. 5 cents is not happening anytime soon. But when you look at, so what day was that the KRC20s came out, and we still went to all-time highs after that kind of the you could call it a failed launch. I mean, it was definitely a failure. Overall, I think it was net positive, but it looks like the trading volume's picking up a little bit. Well, we're $95 million traded in the last 24 hours. So up 93%. So some trading volumes picking up there. But yeah, to me, I think I like looking at the Pi cycle top indicator. It's not perfect. So who knows if we're going to have a double top and there's a top at the beginning of the year. And this is for Bitcoin. And if you look, well, I think it'd be interesting to make a video looking at when all the different projects peaked last cycle. Like Doge peaked in May, Cardano peaked in September, Bitcoin peaked higher in November. But I imagine some point the summer to end of next year is going to roughly be the ideal time to take profit in Kaspa. Roughly, you got to see how it shakes out. So yeah, people that built up large positions will be, I don't know, maybe you're going to keep 10% for the long term. That's something good to figure out now in this boring accumulation phase. That way you're not super emotional. But yep, I guess that's it. I don't want to ramble on too much here, but market's down a little bit. You zoom out, we're up. And so there's all these catalysts on the horizon, and we will be going back up. But all the things that matter, hash rate growing, Binance having a mining pool, Kraken having Kaspa on the listing, number 5th and 7 wallet keep loading up. It could be exchanges. You got KII working on a lot of stuff. Plus, at some point, you're going to get Bitcoin doing what it did back in 2021. It's going to leave this sideways accumulation phase, and it's going to double or something. And the whole market is going to get the trickle down effect from that. And Kaspa is going to be doing its own thing too. So that's all I got. Let's see. I'll take a look. No, CASBT is bullish. Even BTC will dump. Kaspa can pump because CASBTC chart is uptrend. Sorry, I thought you said 5 cents. Yeah, so yeah, 5 cents might not happen. 50 cents. Oh, okay, yeah, that was 5. Like I'm not sure if that was 5 cents or 50 cents, but it felt like the guy Billy Jake Bolda might have been saying 50 cents. But yeah, I don't think 5 cents is going to happen again. But 50 cents, yeah, you get up to 25 cents. That's just a 2x if you get some narratives floating that way, and maybe a Kraken listing. maybe a Binance listing. So anything's possible. So that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Stay bullish and have a good day.